This ain't what they want. Booga, booga, booga. What's going on, YouTube? Screwed back with Toxic King. Today we got another podcast. We're about to run it up with our brother, the one and only
Johnny, what's up?
Johnny boy.
What's going on, Chavita? Back at it. We actually filmed this one time. I lost the podcast, so here I'm running it back. But we talked about it.
He's lying. He deleted it on purpose.
But here we are, guys. So we're gonna run it back. This podcast we talked about it actually before this podcast. We did a spicy wing mukbang. So make sure you guys go tune into this. Pause this video, go watch that one, and run it up.
Fuck that shit.
But anyways,
Burn.
not gonna speak too much on it. Let's just say I didn't lose. I'm not gonna say too much on it. I didn't lose, but no, just jump right into it. So Jonathan, we're just gonna jump.
What's up, chocolate dropper?
You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Heartbroken, bro. Yes or no? Get to it, bro. What's wrong with you?
Right now, no.
Right now, no. When you were with your last girlfriend, what happened to where you're just like? Because we were talking today earlier. This is why I'm bringing this up. We're talking earlier today, and I was like, and you were like, bro, like how do you talk? How do we talk to girls nowadays? Like, bro, I'm shy, and you're like, bro, me too. But like you're tall and bigger than me. You got tattoos. You know, you got the nice beard and all the nice hats on.
I love her.
So it's like,
and
then there's me where I'm little. Like I have a reason to be shy. No, you're like, you know, big dude. You know, you're lit. So why is it you're shy, G? What is it that a woman did to break your heart? Queso.
I got the confidence, but you know, always a little bit of liquid jacket or liquid courage helps. You know what I mean? A little bit of couple shots.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But realistically, the last real relationship I was in was probably like 2 years ago, and we talked for about like 4 months, but then dated for like 7. So pretty much, if you want to say like. It was total of like 7 months. Like it was like, you know, and it was cool, chilling. Everything was smooth. You feel me?
I'm
not like head over heels, but I'm like, this is going good. You know.
Oh, high action.
Yeah. You feel me? All good. And I want to say probably, of course, like towards the end, I started noticing things are getting dry. Ooh. I'm like. Of course, you know, you just, okay, I'm working, you're working, I'm working, you're working.
What's getting dry? Down there or the relationship?
Both. Nah, like, I can see, I started seeing the effort difference, you know? Like, put it this way, when we were together, I'm the type of guy, it's like, I'm going to do the most for you, but at the same time, I know I'm not about to do everything crazy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's gotta be 50-50, bro. It's gotta be 50-50.
You feel me? It could be tomorrow. You're like, all right, I'm done with you. Yeah. And that's kind of damn near what happened with this one. So, like an example, it was Valentine's Day. And, actually, my fault. This is different.
That's the day where there's no excuses.
That's another one.
You get straight to it on that day.
But no, this one, she was having a bad day one day, right?
Okay.
I went out of my way to like find her sister on Instagram, and I DM'd her sister and was like, "Hey, like, blah blah. I know your sister's having a bad day. Are you like home during this time so I can go take her some things to leave her for when she gets home?" And I'm like, so she's like, "Oh yeah, you know, like you could pull up this and that." So I was like, "All right, this time." I go to Bel Air. I get, you feel me, in the Tacoma. 4x4, climbing over fucking curbs and shit. I was speeding.
Chicka.
Put it back to park.
Get to Bel Air, and I get out. I get a bouquet of roses, right? Or like a dozen, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. Some cute.
Yeah, you feel me? Get that. Get her favorite drinks, snacks, this and that. Go to her crib. Okay. I go. I'm like, I'm say hi to her sister, this and that. The mom's not there too. She's her mom. The mom's working, so it's just. So I'm like, hey, you know, okay, I'm gonna go into her room and just set up some things for her when she gets home. Mind you, this I picked all the rose petals off, right? Off each rose, and I wrote on her bed a heart with the rose petals.
You're sure you ordered a cupcake?
And I had like her snacks and drinks and that shit in there. And like I leave it, you know, talk with her sister a little bit, and then I end up leaving, and she's like, this and that, like, that's so nice, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. So I get home, and my ex got home, and I like I'm like waiting for her to call me or text me. Like, oh, what the nothing, lagging, and I'm like, and I finally text her like, you ain't noticed nothing, you know? Like, have you ain't seen nothing or noticed anything?
Your eyes are working today?
Huh?
Were you like, were your eyes working today or what?
Something like that. You feel
Not
me? And then she ends up texting like, oh, thank you. Like, just thank you. Like, nothing crazy. And from right there, I was like, fuck. Like,
that's crazy.
Wouldn't a girl be like, damn, a guy really did this for me, you know? Like, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, start noticing from there. And then that next month, just dry. All this, that, boom, boom, boom.
Those seco.
And then, you know, it came to the point where I'm at work, right? I'm in Fairfield. I'm working Windows construction. On the ladder, get a text. Oh, my high not text. Let me check. Check it. We need to talk.
What I do now, huh?
You feel me?
I hate those messages, bro. It's like, fuck.
And it's like,
this kid is.
You feel me? So I get down. Well, I was working. Blah 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 blah. Lunch came. I'm just texting her what happened. Not even through a phone or nothing. Through text, she's like, honestly, it's not working out. This and that. You know, saying her things. And then she goes, if I could be honest, I was having fun in the beginning and realized towards the end, like, I didn't like you and I was just getting bored, you know. And I was like, I mean, of course, I was like, I'm at work, fuck this, you know. But then I read it when I got home more clearly, and I'm like,
She's tweaking, yeah.
like, all this other stuff, bro. I bought her mocha ones. Like, I was, you feel me? Nice little Michael Kors bag, shit like that. Come on, you feel me? I hustle.
You're being a good guy.
I take care of my lady.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing this for every girl, you feel me?
Yeah.
But
Bro, what that's saying, do you feel like nice guys finish last?
Ooh.
Hell yes, I would stand on that.
Dude,
I mean, I ain't got like the homies that are dogs, you feel me? And it's like they be dogs, but then that ruins it for the good guys like us. But that's part of the game, you feel me? No, everyone's gonna get what they want, and it's to be like that. If you really want it, you'll go look for it, or it'll come to you. Yep. So then when that was told to me, I was like, damn, you know, like, how does that go by? So I'm just processing it, and then I was hurt because I was like, damn, bro, like, so I've been doing something wrong, obviously, you know, if that ended like that.
But you guys ever like fighting shit? Was there ever arguing?
I never argue, bro. I'm the type that doesn't argue.
Yeah, you just kind of.
I've never argued with like the 2 girls I had, honestly.
Yeah.
And like 3 actually. Yeah, I've never argued, bro. Just because my mom's always told me pick and choose your own battles.
Arguing's not gonna get you nowhere. No. Yelling at each other ain't gonna get you nowhere. Exactly.
No, bro. And it's like I'm not that jealous type. Like if you like, nothing ever happened to me with a female that I had to like, whoa, this that like. I guess you could say I found right ones.
So you haven't been scared?
So I've never been like that. Okay, but this girl, when she said that, I'm like, right there was the one that like, and from there like, probably not the confidence, but like, damn, if I put this much effort and then another girl just does it to me again, so it's like, that's the sketchy part.
Yeah.
But when talking to a girl, it's just like, you're at the club. You feel me? You see the signs, the eye-to-eye contact, the little this, that, you feel me? Eyes lock in on each other.
Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. I feel you. Baby, go to my house and just kick it like that. Okay. Not respect. So then what happens?
Music makes me lose control. Let's say you're at the club, you're talking to her. You already know. I mean, a girl could just be like, "Oh, now I'm good. All right, it's easy day. On to the next." Yeah. But to be honest, as a man, taking the no still is like, it's not like you're hurt about it, but you're just like,
no, getting rejected sucks.
Like, you feel me? It sucks. It sucks. Like
it's like damn.
If you're like, it's just a no, you know, but then you leave like motherfucker. Because me, I think more than just like the no. I'm like, damn, now other girls see me go up to this girl and she just said nah. And if I go up to another one, they're gonna be like, damn, this was just hopping around, you know. But it's
making his way around town.
Yeah, you feel me? Like he's just trying to find who says yee.
Cruising down the street.
But it's not like that. So I kind of just stay tucked and you feel me? Faces passing on and I need you.
No, bro, I remember I was at the club one time, bro, and I kid you not, like, everyone always says, like, yeah, if you look eye to eye, like, she wants you, bro. I'm like, all right, cool, me and this one girl.
You go up to her.
She's eyeing me down. You know, when you look away, you know, she's looking at you, look over, she looks like, I was like, you know what, fuck it.
You're like, fuck it, should I risk it?
I was like, here I go. You know? I'm walking up, I'm like, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? I'm Cruz. She goes, no. I was like, damn. I was like, so what was all this? And I was like, okay. I was like, and
that's the thing.
And I was like, you know what, bro? I didn't say a word after that. I was like, and what I do, I kept walked out that bar onto the next bar, bro. I was like, I'm not about to stay here.
Yeah, because it's like, you can have so much eye contact, and then you just go up to him, and it's like, she just be like, the fuck.
And then on top of that, like one time, like I really wasn't feeling it, right. My boys were like, "Hey, bro, pop out." I was like, "Okay, well, we'll pop out." And then like, I'd gotten like rejected, and then like I was like, "What did I do? Like, is it because I'm short? Is it brown? Like, what did I do?"
Kings win, bro.
That's what
I feel you for you guys, bro. I mean, I don't feel. I'm 6 foot. 6 foot.
You don't consider a short king G. Anything over 6 foot.
6 foot flat.
Dale. No, and then you start questioning yourself. Like, well, damn, did I smell bad? Like, what happened? But I don't know.
Like me, honestly, of course, when I go out, like, it's new faces.
Yeah.
But when I'm, like, local or something, or, like, let's say I just happened with a girl local that I went to high school with or something, my reputation, I think, is what is... They just hear Johnny, and it's like...
Dale.
Like, oh, this fool again, Well, I have homegirls that are like, oh, yeah, but it's like, you feel me? Like, even if I'm, like... Because in high school, I was, like... I mean, I wasn't, like, no one special. For sure, I wasn't. But, like... I damn near was like, people see me as like a funny guy and like flirt, because I guess, I damn near one flirt of, or we're class of, what do you say?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, I don't know what the fuck to say. But the class flirt, that's what it was.
Yeah,
and all that shit. And I think just from then, everyone hearing Johnny thinking like, oh, he does this, that. Because I remember in a class, in ASB, right, when I was a senior, there was 2 girls in there. And I was like, at first they would always be kind of like awkward around me, And I'm like what I do,
I'm shy.
Like what I say, what have I done? And then one day I'm like, we were in a group, and this was like later in the year, and they go, Johnny, honestly, like, you're nice. And I was like, what do you mean? They're like this whole time we thought you were just like a dick, because like you just kind of, because I have a mean mug face when I walk, like I don't try to be, the resting bitch face. But like, why
is it so angry?
Yeah, so they be like, they thought I was a dick,
Better stop
then
that.
they finally realized, like, bro, you're actually pretty cool, funny, like.
Yeah.
And I'm not a cocky person or anything. Like, I'm not gonna come in your face. Like, I'm a friendly guy. I try to be social little butterfly and shit. But it's like, now and then, like, I could feel like probably my name just hearing Johnny, you feel me, around is like, because that happened to me in high school. I was talking to my very first like girlfriend in high school, and she told me, she's like, are you sure you're not just trying to flirt with me to flirt? And I'm like, who told you this? And she's like, because I heard from this person.
Boiler?
Like, you feel me? So it's like, it's the chain. Once one girl is the network. They got a network, bro. It just...
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When girls see like they find out everything, bro, they find out everything, bro. Like, as much as I don't want to believe it, but it's like, fuck.
But little do they know, we find out everything.
Oh yeah, see, the thing is, we know everything. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, I know everything. Yeah.
I'm just not gonna say nothing, because like it is what it is, I'm just gonna do my, like, hey, it was nice knowing you, and be on my way, like, well, why?
Yeah.
I'm good, like, we don't got, I know it is what it is, and keep on wondering, like, oh my god, what'd I do, but it's like, what I'm saying.
But since that last relationship, I haven't been in one. I just been.
How long has it been?
Okay. I don't know. It's long, because my mom be telling me, hey, when you gonna bring some?
What do you mean someone order a family dinner?
She's like, the family's small, because it's just me, my mom, and my sister. She's like, the family's small. I'm trying to grow this shit already. And I'm like, bro,
we're gonna bring in someone, bro.
Because my sister, I mean, I'm not trying to expose her, but she's single too.
Yeah.
And my mom just be like, when both you guys gonna bring someone? Fuck. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, they don't want me. And because I be at this point, I'm like,
same boat with you, bro.
Because back then, like, I lose a girl, like, damn, I fumbled. But now, bro, my mentality been changed for the last years, and I don't fumble, they fumble.
Exactly.
You feel me? It's like, I know my worth. I know what I'm worth. I know what I can do. I know if I have a girl, she gonna be the queen of queens. Like, trust me.
You
feel me?
And
that's how I be. Like, I mean, I'm not over here trying to like be like, hey, like. But that's how my mom raised me. Like, the way you treat women is like art, man. You take your time.
That's why I keep saying, G. Like, I've been in 2 serious relationships. My third one, bro, I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon, but I just know like that third one's gonna be dope. Like,
that's what I'm feeling.
Like that third one's gonna be. I'm talking, we're gonna buy a jet, bro. I'm talking, we're gonna everything, bro. Like, go golfing every day. Like,
I feel like my next one's gonna be surprised that she gave me the chance. Like, good thing I did. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, oh, I gave Johnny the chance.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But I mean, it's true though. I mean, like all this shit. Like another thing to think about this. A little bit of advice. Words of Let me hear. Words of Kalu, Jose. Words of Jose.
Chocolate dropper.
Expect the unexpected, G. Like, trust me, like, dude, there's one girl, right? I've never talked about it, but there's one girl. It unexpectedly just happened, bro. Like, one day we, like, bumped into each other. And it was, like, I remember I was just single, doing my thing. I was alone. checking my mailbox, and then bumped into her, and then we ended up talking, whatever, and then I screwed it over because I just wasn't ready. Yeah. But like I was like, that was so unexpected because I'm over here saying, I remember the night before it was like a Saturday, and I was like, I'm single, bro, nothing, this shit ain't gonna get my way. Mm-hmm. Next day, like, you know, dropped a newspaper, bumped into each other, like, oh. And then it was hella fun, and then, like I said, I fucked it up. She probably could have been something, but I fucked it up where I was like, hey, like, I'm just not ready yet. Yeah. So, like, expect the unexpected, because, like, watch, you're gonna be at the grocery store, you're gonna be at Rayleigh's one day, bro, drop the blueberries, and then, ooh, bump it, bed pads.
I'd be like, I'll help you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. What'd you do that for? Drop kicker. Hey, hit me again, I'll knock you out.
What about you, child? What do you think of rejection? Have you ever gotten, like, rejected?
Like in person?
Yeah. What about
or like a little
like that?
Yeah.
Go up to them and they be like, "Nah, I'm good," you know.
Yeah. Remember Jose?
Yeah. So then after that, so what do you do when you get rejected? Like, are you thinking of anything? Or you're just like,
no, bro.
Go to the gym and go harder.
No, I'm just like, that's the next one, you know.
You feel me?
There were so many out there, bro. But I just didn't. But yeah, like you said, it does hurt your confidence a little bit. Like, damn,
just that little quick little like, oh, check, fuck.
It gives you like that shy. It kind of humbles you.
It does.
It humbles you
right away.
It humbles you. It humbles. That's why at bars and I mean, we haven't gone to bar club. That's why I don't want to talk to them because it's just like, man, fuck. I don't want to go up there and then here I gotta get humbled again. I don't feel like getting humbled right now. I just want to go up and drink and kick it, you know.
But then sometimes,
yeah,
there's an obstacle.
You gotta risk it all. Yes.
Hear me out though. Sometimes there's an obstacle in your way.
Yeah.
The torta.
So they gotta take one for the team, bro.
You gotta look at the homies like. Everyone got their hands up like.
I never had to take one for the team.
Nah, I haven't either. For some way, I tell her, hey, look over there, the alotero. And then she goes that way. I go to the homie. And that's how I've been able to work.
But shout out to the homies that take one for the team.
Shout out to
the boys, bro.
But I ain't shaming though. Let me put that. I'm not shaming. I ain't shaming.
Sometimes you need a little, you know.
But you feel me?
All right, bro. All right. Next subject. All right, G.
So.
What's your toxic trait?
Oh shit.
What's just? I remember you telling me, but I don't really remember.
But. Honestly, I hold in a lot of shit too much. I don't explode, because when I was younger, I used to hold it in and then explode in the end. But I'm a grown ass man now, so you know how to handle this shit differently. Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, when I was a little ass kid, I used to go to counseling, anger management.
Really?
Yeah, I went for a couple of years counseling because it was I wasn't like a fucking miss school, but it was just like my attitude. Because my mom says. Well, for all the people that's thinking that I'm a Taurus, May, right? Oh, so my mom be like, when I was a kid, when I get mad, I'd be like a bull, huffing and puffing, get all red, and then just not go off, but I hate it, feel me? I just be like, ah. And then as I got to get older, I learned, but I just keep it in too much, you know? I gotta, because when I hear myself talk, and once I get it all out, I do feel that damn, I feel better now. I let it out, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't do that to everyone, but it's just that because me and my mom's relationship, it has been on and I love her to death and she loved me to death, but we've had iffies for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's because I've told her stuff and then she just be you know, nah. And then I'll be damn, you know, there go my fucking ideas or what I was processing. So it's
exactly.
And then I'm not saying she ever made me switch decisions now, but it's I've told other people too, and it's just you could tell some people just hear you to hear you, and some people just don't care, you know.
Yeah.
And it's at that point, I'm I just keep that shit into myself, and which honestly that's not good, but then I could put on a mask every day. I did here, there, then, whenever, and it's it's easy to just put on that mask, but it's how many times can you put on that mask until?
Yeah, and it's gonna explode. I mean, the thing is, you can hold your emotions so much, G, and then it's gonna come out one day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Breakups, you can hold all that shit in. You can hold them, for example, growing up with divorced parents. You can hold all that shit in, and then one day, boom, you're gonna take it out on someone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thing where I fucked up, I take it out on people that I love. And that's why I should go take it on a fucking tree in a bat, you know? Not on my fucking ex-girlfriend or not on, like, you know, my mom or my sister, you know, my family, right? The homies, right? Like, back home over there in Wisconsin, like, when I used to yell at them for no reason. I used to get, like, I was the same way, bro. Like, you just hold shit in. Everything adds up. You let everything add up instead of talking about it. I've been told a bunch of times, go see a counselor. I just don't.
This when I was a little ass kid. Like, I was probably, like when I had just moved to Woodland in 2009. So I was, like, 8, 7, like, around there. But, like, I went for, like, a couple months, and then that was it. But I never, like, yeah, my mom's even told me, bro, why don't you just go?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
exactly.
Like, something in me just tells me, like, if I've been able to handle it for this long, why do I gotta go talk to a random? And I told her that, and she's like, but they're professionals. I'm like, why a professional gotta hear me? Why can't I just hear my own self? The man in the mirror just be like, hey,
we're damn near counselors, bro.
Huh? So it's
Tell
like
me how you feel.
Huh? So, how are you feeling today?
What'd you eat today? Like,
so it's like it'd be like that. Not you, like you said. I honestly, I've never hurt the people I love with shit, but I can tell I've like get mad like easily off dumb shit, like, you know. And it's like then I catch myself like, bro, you know this.
And then you say the wrong thing and you think about it and you're like, fuck, why did I say that? And now you got to come up with an apology.
Like put it this way. I told my mom one time, this might sound fucked up, but it's the truth. Like she called me one time and just hearing her voice got me hella mad, like for no reason. And it's just because I like it just that shit just triggers in me. And I told her after, like, I mean, I didn't go off on her or nothing. I was just like, all right. And then after I told her, I'm like, honestly, Mom, I don't know why. I was like, but your voice got me hella mad. But I wasn't telling her to tell her, like, just because, like, hey, you got me mad. But I want to be like, what's going on with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why? And she's like, I don't know. And then that's when she'll be like, I'll go talk, you know. But I just be like, you know, I didn't grow up with dad figure much like that. So it's like I never had that man to talk to or even show me how to do shit, you know?
So how was that? So let's get into that now. How was it for you growing up with divorced parents or not a father figure?
So a lot of people know my dad. You know my dad. Yeah. Everyone's met my dad. He's a cool guy, you know?
The green Dodge, still got it?
No, hell no. He totaled that shit. He tried passing a semi, I guess, in the back roads and just, you know, feel me? Thought he was back in his 30s, fucking, and tried to be Fat and the Furious. And fucking, nothing happened to him, but he just went in the ditch and hella fucked up the car. So, but so, well, I was born, like, when I was born, I had both parents. And I grew up in Humboldt County in Fortuna, a little town. That's where all my dad's family was. Yeah. I was there till 2009. Everything was fine. I had both parents. Get to Woodland. We started noticing, like, because my dad was working still back home, like, as a lumberjack, cutting trees and shit, you know, all that shit. And my mom was being a nurse out here in Woodland at that point. And then, when we realized that what caused shit was drugs, so basically everything was good. All life was good. And then I started playing football, PJP. I want to say it was my first year ever playing. We're at the Jamboree, you know, the scrimmage games, Jamboree. Yeah. It was somewhere, and I was on the field, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, the announcer announces, hey, ambulance is, like, going to pass on the field. Someone in the stands is, like, passed out or something. And I'm looking over there because, like, my dad, mom, hella family was there, like, watching me. Because it was, like, I'm a kid, first time playing football, watching me. And I look over there, and I don't see nothing, you know. And then I'm just chilling. Next you know, my coach comes up to me. He's like, hey, Johnny, like, your uncle or cousin's calling you. Like, get your stuff. And I'm like, get my stuff? Like, what? Like, I'm going to come back. He's like, nah, grab your stuff and go. So I went. And as I'm going, I see my dad on a stretcher. Oh, shit. Like, coming this way. And my mom's behind him. And I was like, Mom. And then she just, like, ignored me because she was just with him. Went. And then my cousins were like, oh, like, don't worry. Like, because I seen them right behind them. Yeah. And my cousins were like, oh, don't worry. Like, your dad just passed out, blah, 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 blah. Oh, shit. So they're just taking him, you know, hydration. Okay. Mom, they, like, told my mom. Oh, well, my mom told my cousin, like, it's not like dehydration, it's something else. So my cousin told me that, we're going to be here longer, this and that. But then they ended up taking me home. Like, my mom was just like, I'll just take him home, you know, back to Woodland. So then they did. And then I want to say we went back. And then my mom was like, he's having a stroke. And then I was like, well, what's a stroke? And she's like, it's a blood clot in your brain like that. And then it causes, like, shit to turn off, you know? Mm-hmm. And I was like, so I'm processing that. And then, I was probably, that was 6th grade, I want to say, because that was the first year I played football. So I was 6th grader. How old are you? Probably like what?
When we were 6th grade?
Something like that. So I'm like, okay. And then she's like, well, your dad's going to be fine, this and that. Time passes, and, like, he's still in the hospital, so they're telling us, like, oh, it's bad, you know. And then my mom ends up breaking it down to us that his left side, like, got paralyzed from the stroke. It, like, turned off his left side, and, like, he won't get it back. They did tests and everything, and I was like, damn, you know. So then she just said, like, what a stroke is. He's going to do rehab, this and that. It's going to be different now. And that happened during my sister's quince. So he was in the hospital, and on the week before the quince, he was still there. So when he was in the hospital, they brought him from the hospital to the quince because, like, he was still in the hospital. He did the father-daughter dance with my sister in his wheelchair and shit. And, like, everyone's crying, sunglasses down, everyone. I mean, there's lights in there. Everyone got their sunglasses. I'm looking around. I was, like, serious, you know, because I was just, like... And then I just see all the cousins, glasses down, my mom, all of them. And I'm like, you know, okay. And then he ends up singing, like, his favorite song, El Rey, by Vicente Fernandez.
Okay.
We were just playing that song at the Longa.
Sigo siendo el rey. Oílo.
You feel me?
Cuando está peinada.
Llorar.
Oh, I think.
But then, and then they ended up taking him back. So then and then my mom never told us what caused. She just said heat stroke. But then one day I told my mom, like, hey, like, I used to see my dad with this white powder stuff. It'd be like a little pocket knife with the glass kosher.
Oh, I know, yeah.
So I'm like, and then one day he came out the bathroom, put it on the table, the glass kosher. He left, like, where the garage. And me just seeing that, curious kid, I grabbed the kosher and I wiped my finger around it, and, like, there's white powder on my shit.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck, you know? I don't think that, but I'm telling my mom all this. And then my sister, I guess I told my mom some other things too she witnessed. And then my mom goes, like, why didn't you guys ever say anything? We're like, well, we didn't think nothing of it. And then she goes, because the stroke wasn't a heat stroke. It was from drugs.
Oh.
It was from like meth, heroin, coke type shit. Oh, shit. And we were like, what? And she's like, yeah, he came positive back from the test. And of course my dad tried saying, like, someone spiked his drink, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, come on, man. You know, like, you can't spike a drink with all that shit. Yeah. You're going to taste it and be like, what the fuck's going on in here? You're not going to be like, oh, it tastes better. Yeah. So that happened. And then, like, all these other things we started saying, you know, like, oh, because when we lived here, I remember he has his dealers here. Yeah. And he took me to the dealer house, but he's like, you're going to stay in the truck. I'll be right back. He took like a whole ass hour, bro. And I knocked on the door to the house, and he came out hella mad. I told you just wait in the truck. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to go home. Yeah, so my mom, we started, like, it was just hella other scenarios, and we puzzled it. Bro. And my mom told us, like, well, this is it. So then my mom confronted him, and of course he denied it. And that was starting arguments and just going at it. But my mom was trying to help him. Like, she's like, bro, go to rehab. Because he was doing his rehab for his, like, left side and shit. But she's like, go to rehab for drugs. Like, you have an addiction and this and that. Yeah. Of course, no, I don't have an addiction, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Like, I don't do that shit. Okay. And then after he had his stroke, we were living life, like, chilling. And then we started noticing he always had mood swings growing up. Like, me growing up, I had my dad. Like, he was my soccer coach, little kid and stuff, but I didn't. Yeah. Like, I'd go home and we puzzled everything together.
Garage is opening.
Fuck, we already had a laugh attack. The wings or not?
They were spicy, bro.
We had a laugh attack earlier, bro. Yeah. We were laughing like a
All right, you can go now.
So then all the puzzles, like, we put together, the pieces and shit. Yeah. So then my mom goes like, she comes like go to rehab, no, and then he would still have those mood swings. Like, he would literally sleep for like 3 days straight. Wake up, piss, eat, sleep, on the couch, wherever, just passed out. Like, we're like, what the fuck? This was hibernating or what? Yeah. Like he literally just
filling up for 3 days.
Just like, and we're like, this was not doing nothing. And then out of nowhere, he'll have like 2-3 days in a row of just him fucking doing everything, cleaning. Yeah. Sweat, like, he loved the pool, so he'd go cleaning, he's sweating, like, drenched and all this shit. Like, he's going at it, and we're like, what the fuck is going on with this? He was just sleeping yesterday, like, and like, mind you this, he still has a stroke. So he's like limp, like, doesn't work his left side that good, and we're like, what the fuck? So then over time we're just like, nah, like that was him before. It's probably still him.
Yeah.
But then I guess my mom looked up symptoms of like withdrawals and shit.
Yeah. Oh, he's on withdrawals.
And so when he had withdrawals, he'd be fucking passed out.
Yeah.
And then when he had it in the system, it gets you going, bro.
Oh.
So he start cleaning, like literally, bro. This was vacuuming the walls, like he's going at it. Fuck, like I don't even know. Yes, bro. Literally, bro. Yes, bro.
Cleaning the curtains.
Oh my god.
He was so high, he would wash the concrete with the hose. Literally, my mom get mad at him. You're wasting. The water bill's going up. Why are you washing the concrete with water? It gets dirty.
He's watering the pool.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like shit like that. It's like, what the fuck? And then my mom started telling him, like, you're still using that shit, huh?
Yeah.
And he would deny. Mom's like, bro, you already got sick from it, this and that. And he kept denying.
Damn near
denying.
died, yeah. Almost died right in front of you.
Yeah. And that fool just, for years it went on. And then at one point they didn't, like, my mom, we had that downstairs room. My mom, like, they split rooms. Like, I'm not sleeping with you, you're not sleeping with me.
Okay.
And then my mom pretty much told us, I'm still with him because I was still younger and my sister was already over 18. But she's like, so you still have both parents. But I see my mom was miserable, bro. That was like not like he was telling, like he would tell my mom like, fuck you, this, that. He got hit. We had to get him locked up one time.
Yeah.
I remember clearly. It was one night my mom was ironing my clothes back then. She used to iron them. Now she don't.
Planchita.
You feel me? So she was chilling watching her Nancy Grace.
Una novela.
Yeah, and then my dad's over there just sipping the whole like 12-pack right there, and then. Like, he's like, I'm going to go get more beer. After the 12-pack, mom's like, you're drunk, this and that. Like, you're not driving. Yeah. He's like, fuck you. And I'm, like, younger. I was smaller. My dad was always bigger than me, but now no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
But back then, he was bigger, so it's like I didn't even want to bother, like, trying to push him and shit.
Yeah.
And then we were trying to fight him to not go. He ends up, like, pushing us, getting out the way. And he goes to, that's when he had the truck still. My sister went out there, like, you're not going to fucking drive away. And he got in the truck. And as soon as, like, my sister gets in the street, he didn't give a fuck. Like, he was going to hit my sister, bro.
Damn.
And my sister just moved out the way, and he kept going.
Yeah.
And he, like, went to wherever gas station. And then my mom, like, we go inside, and my sister's pissed, and so am I. And my mom's, like calling my grandma, like, new fool's crazy, you know, blah, 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 this and that. And then he ends up coming back, and my mom's still on the phone, and I'm down there, and my sister's upstairs. And then he's, like, just comes in making a scene. Like, you guys don't fucking love me, this and that, blah. Like, just going crazy. And we're like, oh, my God, this fool, you know? Yeah. I'm just telling him, like, bro, go to sleep, you know? He goes in the living room. He's just chilling, like, yelling, blah, blah. My sister comes from downstairs, because she parks her car in the garage, goes to the garage. And she's like, goes in there, and I see her. Go leave. And I'm like, where the fuck is my sister going? Like, bro. So I go over there, and she's, like, crying, like, I can't hear this no more. I'm going to leave. And I'm like, the fuck you gonna leave me too? Leave me here, like there's two of us.
You can leave
and then and then she had
wait, what about me?
Yeah, literally, I'm like, bro, you got a brother, and she had my two dogs with her. I have two dogs, the little Chihuahua still, but that's when I had Chubbs too. Remember that brown dog?
Chubbs, yeah.
R.I.P. Chubbs, but all the homies know Chubbs, Chubber Wubbers.
All the homies know Chubbs.
Literally, it was the cozy guy, but so then. She took the dogs with her, and that's when I came in like, hey, bro, what about me? And then next thing you know, my mom comes in the garage, like, closes the door hella fast behind her, like, huffing and puffing. And we're like, what the fuck? What happened? She's like, your dad's crazy right now. He tried getting me. And we're like, what? And, like, he limps, so he's not fast, you know? And so she was, like, I guess she was planchando, ironing for the white boys out there.
Shout out Wisconsin.
So she was ironing. And I guess he like got fed up and started walking towards her, and she got up, and then like she moved to the side so he didn't come to her, and he grabbed the iron, and like fucking threw it at her, and it was still plugged in, but then it unplugged, but she dodged it, and in my wall I have the little hole still. You feel me? I need to patch it up.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah.
So it hit the thing. She dodged it, and she ran to like the kitchen, and you know I have like that island. Mm-hmm. She was on the side of the pantry, and she was like there. Because he goes one way, she'll beat him the other way. Mm-hmm. And I guess he just grabbed, like, the thing of soap. Like, it was a plastic one. You know, Mexicans, they just... if something runs out, they just refill it.
Yeah.
Don't go buy a new one.
Yeah.
So then it was, like, something small. And I guess it didn't have a lot of soap. And he threw it at her. And she blocked it. But it hit her, like, hand. Yeah. And busted a little vein. But she didn't feel it. And then that's when she ran outside to the garage. And, like, fucking... when she went in, she closed the door. And I heard, like, a beer bottle. King, king, king. And I'm like, this would throw it at the door or what? And then I had my little CO2 gun, BB gun, metal one. And me, a little kid, I'm like, bro, I'll unload this clip right now in his face. Like, that's what I told myself. Like, my dad steps through that door, it's going in his eyeballs, everything. I love him. I'm sorry, though. I'm protecting my mom on anything.
Yeah, bro. I understand that, bro.
Like, I was just ready. And then
yeah.
my sister's like, still like, I want to leave. And my mom's like, nah. And my mom is the nicest person, bro.
Yeah.
And she was even like, no, let me go back in there and talk to him. And I'm like, fuck, no, you go back in there? No.
Something worse gonna happen.
So then my sister reverses out into the driveway, and because my mom's like, just park in the driveway just in case. So then he never comes out. We're chilling. My mom's like, I'm gonna go in there. I'm like, nah, we're calling the cops because you're not going in there. None of us are. And then she's like, nah, she was fighting me like, oh, you're not calling them. And then me being me, I dialed 911 and pressed it. I was like, either you're gonna talk or I'm gonna talk. And then she like got it and she was trying to tell him like, oh, it's nothing that bad. And I just took the phone from her. I'm like, bro, my dad's tripping. He's drunk. We need cops. Like,
yeah.
And then
How old were you?
Probably like, when that happened, probably like 7th grade, 8th grade, probably late 7th grade. Because I remember when that happened, I went to soccer practice the next day, and all my homies noticed I was just like fucking down, you know, because I witnessed all that shit, you know. Yeah. So then
that's crazy, bro. You remember that forever.
I will, bro. Yeah. Like details, everything, bro.
And it's like no kid should be dealing with something like that, you know.
Yeah.
I hope no one does, and it's like not everyone's perfect, so shit's gonna happen. I'm not saying my story's crazy, because there's other ones that are worse.
Yeah.
And it's like. So, but from what I went through, it's like, yeah, I just don't compare my shit to other people.
Everyone's life is different. Everyone has struggles, you know. Like, you know, I don't wish nothing bad upon no one, you know. And,
exactly.
You know, like no one wants to go through something like that, you know.
And it was just like so the cops came. They didn't come in a hurry, you know. They took their time, got there, and then we're just like, oh, my dad's in there. This and that, he's been drinking, whatever. So they go in there, and like I guess they get him and. Like my mom had proof of the bruise. Like she showed the cops, so it's like whatever the domestic violence. I don't know what they call it. You know.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and so then they were gonna take him regardless because he like hit my mom, and they went in there. And he limped, you know. So he started coming out, and he was just holding on to one of the cops, like walking with both of them. And then he starts chirping like, "Oh, you guys don't love me. See, you're locking your own dad." Blah blah blah. And I'm telling you, I remember all the words he was saying, bro. Yeah. And I don't tell no one all this shit, like. Just for the people to understand, you know, like, I mean, not me. I don't care. Don't worry about me. I'm chilling. But it's like, just how it be, you know, with people growing up with single parents with different stories. So then he's chirping, just saying all this shit. He's even telling me, like, my own son, you know, this and that. Whatever. He goes to jail and then fucking, con mouth, bro. Too much talking.
It happened.
He went for the day or like the 2 nights, whatever. I remember he even called like saying like, get me out of here, like this shit's miserable. And he ended up, they let him out. He walked back to my house because the prison's not too far, or the jail's not too far.
Yeah.
He walked back, and then we told him like, why didn't you call anyone? He's like, fuck you guys, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. So then that's when I told him, like, you need to leave him, divorce him, this and that. So they did. And he still lives here in Woodland. And like, he never left my mom alone, bro. Like, she had to get a restraining order at one point. Because it was just like, and this is when I got older. So I'm like, at one point I told him, I'm like, I'm going to go to my dad's apartment and just fight him. And she's like, no, because my dad's the type, like, I did that, he's going to get me locked up. Like, he's going to do what he can to fuck me over and my mom over and shit. Yeah. So then she's like, I can't lose you and him. And I even at one point, I was like, I mean, I said it. I was like, he's not my dad. He ain't shit. Like, he ain't nothing. I came out as nuts and that was it.
Cause sometimes, bro, water's thicker than blood, you know? Just because someone's blood to you doesn't mean that they're everything to you, you know? Sometimes you have friends that are closer to you than just family in general, you know?
And he would try to blame us for all the problems. And everyone knew, like, what he did. And his own family, brothers, sisters, were on our side because they're like, bro, you do that shit, this. Because RIP my uncle, but he was in all that shit, like the drug dealing. And damn near my dad wasn't no drug dealer, but he would use that shit. Because when they were younger, they lived together until my uncle got deported to Mexico. Mm-hmm. But so then that, and it was just like a problem, bro. My relationship with my dad. Yeah. And I'm like, at that point, I'm like, bro, I need to protect my mom from him. And he wasn't like threatening, but he was at one point like, fuck you, like, I'm a fight, like, come back. But he knew I was always there. So he knew he can't get past me unless he shoots me. So that was, but I know he wouldn't shoot me. I mean, you never know. But like recently, he told me, like a couple months ago, he was just like, honestly, like, you ain't do shit for me. You ain't never done shit for me. Like you're I'm not proud of you. I'm like, you're not my. He didn't tell me you're not my son, but he's like, I'm not like.
Damn, you sound like it.
Like you're not worth nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, all that shit I did for you, blah 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 blah. And I was like, all right, all that money and like bullshit I went through to give you just because you needed some. And
Bro, if you think about it that way, that's just a normal dad. You know what I mean? That's what a dad is supposed to do. He didn't go out of his way for nothing, you know? Like, that's just what a dad is supposed to do in general, you know? So he's trying to make you feel bad for the shit that he never got in his life or the thing that he did bad, you know? He tried to blame it on you.
because he never, like my mom would tell him, you're never going to win me back, but win your kids' love back. And he would never call me or tell me, hey, Johnny, like, let's go eat. Like, he'd be like, bro, hey, you got $50 I could borrow? Or like, tell your mom to send me my money. Cause from the divorce, she had to give him some money every month, so she does. He'd just be like, let me get that earlier, blah, blah, blah. And then he'll call me because he can't contact with her. So then I was in the middle of that. And, god damn, too much talking.
La tos.
I was in the middle of that, and that was fucking me up because I was dealing with their problems. And then me as a person, I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do, like, with my life. Because I want to do contracting, all that shit. Mm-hmm. But then, of course, you're like, do I really want to? Or, like, am I going to be happy doing that?
Yeah.
So it's just like, and I was so much in all this other bullshit, I never got time to focus on myself. Right?
Yeah, bro.
And now that this last year, I started realizing that, like, damn, I'm fucked up. Like, I don't even know where I'm at. I got to stop worrying about this, that.
Yeah, bro. You have to leave all that shit behind and start your own life, you know? Like, you just got to more worry about your mom and your sister now, you know? The ones who are left.
I got them tatted on me. They're not dead or nothing. They're alive. But those are the two women I ever loved the most.
Yeah, bro. Because you're the man of the house now, bro. Your dad isn't no more. You stepped up as a role, you know, as a young kid, and it sucks, you know. No one should have to deal with that, you know. But you did, you know. So that teaches you stuff when you're younger, you know, that other people don't learn till later on in your life. So that's good that you're doing that, you know. You became a man a lot earlier, you know.
Had to, bro.
I had to learn how to shave my own. Little scratches here and there.
Yeah, bro.
Todo
cortado.
But I did it. But bro, I can even say growing up, I don't remember my dad like, hey, let's go to the park.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah, he was my coach for a couple of years, but after that it would be him passed out, active, ignoring, boom, passed out. Yeah, he was involved with sports and shit, take us to like games and all that. But besides that, I mean, after you guys saw that, but then right when he got home, he's a different person.
Yeah.
So that growing up, like you said, it was like I had to become a man early, and even his own brothers and my cousins and everything was like, "You're the man of the house." Yeah, and I'm like, at the moment, I didn't think much of it because I'm like, hey, I got this, but fuck no, that shit. I mean, it's nothing crazy like, oh, I gotta just pay bills. Hell no, because my mom, like, I pay rent and shit, you know, but that's her.
But it's more as that you're everyone's emotional support, bro. You're your mom's emotional support and your sister's emotional support because they don't have a dad or a husband to talk to the problems about, you know.
And on top of that, I was like I said, I was trying to figure mine out, so I'm over here like
doing everything.
And I finally ended up just breaking down and telling my mom and sister like I can't be involved with my mom and dad no more in the middle. Like I'm exhausted from all this shit. Like I need to focus on myself. God damn, my voice is cracking.
Nah, I get you, bro. I sort of feel like I went through the same thing, you know, like when my dad passed away, I was in junior year of high school, you know, it wasn't as, you know, I was a little older already, you know, but, you know, I had to become a man of the house, and it sucked, bro, because I could see my mom hurting, you know, and I could see my sister hurting, and who else would I have to talk to but me, you know, and I'm over here trying to hurt too, and I need to man up and put my feelings to the side and put theirs first, and it's tough, bro. Like, there was so many times where I had to break down, you know, and tell my mom, I can't, you know, like, I'm sad too, you know, like, but, you know, I feel bad because they're looking to bring out their grief, and I am too, and it's just a big problem, bro.
You want to step up to be like...
so becoming a man, you know, a man of the house, you know, no one really wants to do that, you know, like, you just get the choice to later on once you have your own wife, your own kid, you have your own house, but, you know, in the house that you were born and raised in, you never thought you were ever going to be the man of the house there, you know, and you never wanted to, but some shit just happens in life, and you just got to, and just deal with it, you know? Yeah. As much, you know, cry about it, all that stuff, you know, but just something you got to
just go with the flow, you know? I mean, I could be honest, it did affect me in my life growing up, like high school and shit, like, I mean, I went to school normal, all you guys, but I could really say, like, every day was a different day for me. It was like, I could go however I want. Yeah, I'm not saying every day was fucking shit or bad. There's good days, not perfect days, but great days, all that. but it was like a majority of those times I would come home. I knew what I was coming home to, and like I see my homies like I'm not trying to make it a big story, but like I see my homies with their parents and yeah, I'm going on a trip with them, and I'm like, damn, bro, like.
That'd be nice.
Exactly, bro. It just sucks hearing that, like, but you gotta try to hide that feeling, You're like, hey, cool, bro, but you're trying to hide that shit, like, deep down you're hurting because, damn, bro, I wish I had that, you know what I mean? Like, how many times I see people going on camping trips with their parents, and I'm over here, never gone camping in my life, or I've gone once, but like, with my family and everything, like, and I wish I could do that shit,
Yeah.
But, oh well, bro, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks, bro.
Go with the flow. Yeah, it hurts, but you just
life continues, bro. Life continues,
So for a kid right now, like at the age of 10, 12, 13, 14, going into high school, going through that right now, what can you say to them? Because, like, there's a bunch of kids, bro, believe it or not. Like, I've met a lot of kids because of some stories that I've said in the podcast. A lot of kids are going through that, like, they might have an even worse time spent than, So it's like, what can you, like, tell them, like?
Stay strong. That's the number one thing. It's a beautiful struggle. It's a beautiful struggle. I always told myself, trust the process.
Yeah.
Of course, it could be a shitty process, a bad process, but it's like, in the end of it, you're the outcome of the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Ain't no one else gonna do it for you in the end. Mom ain't gonna be there forever. Dad's not gonna be there forever. Sister not gonna be there forever. Cousins they're gonna be there, but they're not gonna be there. You feel me? Like, shit, you're gonna have to be. And it's like, now that I'm about to be 22. It's like I tell him, I'm like, fuck, I need to figure out some like I work right now. I do carpentry, this and that. But it's like, do I love that, this and that? And I tell her like, I feel like I'm running out of time. And she's like, chill, like you're young, relax, trust the process. It's a beautiful part of it, and that's the part that a lot of young kids, and I would even admit myself, I didn't like see this part. I was just seeing the end goal. Yeah. Like I want, then I would get mad, like fuck, why am I not even there yet or pushing? It's like, bruh, trust the process.
You gotta just enjoy the moment.
But of course, don't wait for it to come to you. Go get it.
Yeah, nothing's gonna come to you if you're just sitting on your ass doing nothing. Nothing's gonna come to you. Someone else is gonna take that position before you, just because you were dreaming about it. Someone else is gonna take that shit just because they stepped up to the plate and they, they applied for that shit, they worked for that shit, and they actually got that job just because your lazy ass was home doing nothing, just dreaming about it. It all starts with a dream, but after that, you gotta motivate yourself to make it not a dream no more. You gotta start doing the little steps to get to that point.
What my sister told me is, if something's a dream, you ain't working hard enough for it. If something's a goal, you're on the right track.
Yeah, because anyone can dream. Anyone can dream. But shit,
I used to dream football, and of course, like, I was, decent, did my thing, whatever. But then you go to the next level and you see the talent and this and that, and it's like there's just levels to shit, and it's like, all right, maybe I have levels to something else. And now I know I'm good in construction and this and that. So it's like, all right, I'm cool with that.
And the thing is, bro, you say you could be good at that right now, but maybe in a couple years something else could pop up that you're like, holy shit, like, I never even thought about that. I never thought I would see myself doing this. But I love it, and I'm getting paid more. It's always about the money too, you know what I mean?
And then just with your parents, if you're hearing them arguing shit like that, of course it's going to affect you. I'm not saying it's not. But, I mean, do your best to just stay strong and try not to. If you show that side, you show it. There ain't no hiding it. But, just try your best to not add to it. Don't talk back to your mom. Don't say no to your dad, or try to be. Because my mom's always said, pick and choose your own battles. So if it's gonna be worth it, of course, in that situation it's different because you're not involved with your two parents arguing. You're just like, what's going on? But if you can make some type of little impacts here and there, do it. Because I would just stay quiet my whole life.
Oh, your dad, huh?
Boom, 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 like this, bricked up. So then it was just like growing up when we'd always have family talks, because we've tried to talk it out. Like with my dad, I would always stay quiet. I wouldn't say nothing. And it always sounded like my mom was the one just talking about for us. So my dad always had implemented in his head like, oh, like your mom's just like putting this in your head. I don't do but it's like, bro, we're not them. I just never spoke up until I started to. Then my dad's getting surprised, like, where's this coming from? I'm like, I just was always quiet. So just don't be quiet, don't If you want to tell your parents how you're feeling, tell your parents how you're feeling.
Facts, G.
Because if you're the greatest love of your parents,
And another big thing, dude, like I've came to a realization, it's gotta get worse to get better. And like if right now you're seeing dark, like you're at the end of every tunnel there's light, bro. There's light of every tunnel, trust me. Out of all my little situations, my stuff, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Like look at me now. We got lights everywhere, you know what I'm saying? We got lights everywhere now.
And then like another thing I would like really recommend, is if you're going through something like that, because I mean nowadays it happens way more, just with someone passing away or just parents separating, divorcing, or something like that. Like, find yourself a good circle, Find yourself some friends who can be there for you, and
the boys, bro.
If you can't talk to your mom, dad, or sister about your problem, because I was never able to, I didn't want to keep adding to their sadness. So, find some good friends. I always had my homies there for me whenever I feel down. Like, find yourself a good group of friends who don't motivate you to do bad, because if you're already hurting, you're so vulnerable to start doing bad shit, and that's when addiction starts kicking in and all that. You just gotta find yourself some good friends and replace that hole that you're missing. You're never gonna be able to fill in that hole. But you could put piece to piece together to try to fill in that hole. With some good friends, good people. Find yourself a girlfriend, bro. Do something.
Like I tell myself, just try not to be like your dad. As much as I sound like a dick saying that, but just don't try to be like him, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why growing up, like my dad never brought my mom roses random days or he was never like a lovey guy. And my mom's told me like I noticed that in you, like you have that trait, like. Like I told you guys with the roses, and I go out my way for girls, like, well, not just every girl I talk to, but like, even if I just tell her, let's go eat, I'm not going to take her to fucking McDonald's. Like, I'm going to take her to, like, Buffalo Wild Wings, you feel me? So you can sit down, have a conversation.
Little beer,
you feel me? Yeah.
Little Michi.
You feel me? A little bit of wing. You just don't get the spicy, because then, and she looks at you and you just.
Trying to hold it in and shit. Rojo la cara.
What was that?
And then she's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
It was him.
Let it out. But, yeah, I mean, just, like, yeah, it's going to be tough, but like what I could say is just try to focus on yourself, too, through that process. And don't let other shit influence you. You feel me? Like, nowadays, like...
Temptation, bro.
Yeah, and nowadays, like, a man has to do this in order to fucking provide for a female or for themselves. And it's like, bruh, don't stress about it. Don't trip about it. It's gonna happen. Of course, if you don't go get it, it's not gonna happen. But if you have a process and a goal, just trust it, bro. And it's the American dream, like they say. It's like people come to America because that shit happens here. You can make shit happen.
Yeah,
bro. Anyone can. We're here in the podcast right now. You probably in your head were like, people probably told you, bro, you ain't gonna talk, And look what we're doing right now.
We're
grinding, bro. Just getting this
pod
conversation going, and it's like you can set your mind to whatever, and don't let shit influence you. Like all these videos and shit saying like, oh, how to be making $10,000, $15,000 a month.
All of those are fake.
Yeah, bro.
If it was that easy, everyone would be doing that shit. Don't fall, bro. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. That shit's fake. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. That's fuck no. Like,
because they be saying like, yeah, oh, how to be at 21 years old to be making like $30K a month.
Yeah, like,
and it's like, bro, like all that shit. Some people, no ways. But it's like, bro, that's not just gonna happen for everyone. So don't be thinking like, oh, I gotta fucking make money to get this, that. Because it's like, bro,
like it's overwhelming. You see that?
Because then they be thinking like, I need to make money to get a girl. I need to make money to this, that. And it's like, bro, and money's not all that. Like, if a girl likes you, she ain't gonna. I mean, there's a lot of girls that for sure. Like, if you tell them you're losing bread, they're gonna be like, well, I'm out of here.
Gold diggers.
Yeah, easily. And it's like, but the real ones will tell you, like with Gucci Mane, that fool was locked up forever, and his girl stayed with him.
Loyal too, for everything.
And look how they treat him, and it's like, once I find that down ass girl like that, for sure, bro. Because I mean, if all goes good for my goal, have my business going and this and that, hopefully all goes good, make good money. I mean, my wife could be at home if she wants. If she wants to work for me, she can. But if she wants to be at home, by any means, I'll take care of everything. You feel me? You're gonna get taken care of. You're gonna get taken care of.
Stay right.
You feel me? All this and that.
Once you have that one down ass girl, bro, what wouldn't you do for him?
And what comes back to just trying to find that one is hard nowadays too.
Well, most of the time, bro, people just gotta stop looking. You know what I mean? Sometimes, bro, you could just meet them in a grocery store like that, and you never fucking know.
Go with the flow,
bro. I see people using Bumble, fucking Tinder,
Tinder.
something like that, bro. Hop off those shit. You're hop off. You're not gonna find no wife in those. You're gonna find a hookup. You're not gonna find no wife. If you're looking for a hookup, hey, by all means, go for it.
Find a couple STDs on.
But I'm talking about, like, if you're looking for a wife, bro, you just gotta chill. It all comes at its own time. Yep. You know what I mean?
It does, bro. It's just
patience, bro.
You can't rush anything. You know what I mean? How you gonna rush perfect wife? You're gonna end up finding something bad out there. You know?
And they're everywhere. I mean, there's like they say, it's cliche, but there's a lot of fish in the sea. Like even like vice versa for the females to males. Like, don't be tripping off some guy just because. Of course, don't let him hit easily. You feel me? Like, if you know your worth as a female, for all those queens out there, you know your worth. You know your worth. You feel me? You gonna handle how you handle it, however you want. I ain't telling you how to, but you feel me? It's out there, bro. There's the men for the females and the females for the men.
Facts, bro.
But think about it this way. There's so many people in Woodland, bro. But this is just Woodland, bro. Like, there's everywhere else in the world. Like, go to Mexico, find yourself a real wife, and bring her back here. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll get her papers.
Little Maria. For real, bro.
Little Maria.
Maria.
But no, bro. But I mean, shit, bro. I mean, thanks for opening up like that, G. Like, I never knew that. See, but I never knew that. I've known you for a minute now. You know, we still kept the contact, but I never knew that about you. Thanks for opening up, because it's gonna help out someone going through the same thing. You know, who knows? What if a Tober's watching this right now? Like, oh fuck, like it's gonna get better, but like, it's tough, bro. I know exactly how you were feeling. You know, it's tough, G. Like it's really really tough, and I'm glad you overcame that. And you're here to this day. You're still smiling. Like,
it's like, cause when I've been with my exes, I'm like, I trust you. My trust is in you. I'm not like that, but like I trust in you. You feel me? You have my trust. It's up to you if you want to ruin it or not. Like, you can do what you want. I won't find out, but I'll find out at one point. At
the end of the day, bro, if someone's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat.
Yeah.
Don't beg them. Don't stop. Nah, bro. If they're gonna cheat, do it, bro.
And don't take them back.
Bro. Don't. Yeah.
Well, that's me. That's my opinion. I ain't gonna take back anyone that ever cheated on me.
Never, bro. Come on.
This haven't happened, bro. So I'm like,
there's some people that do, bro, and you're wondering why your relationship is still not working out.
Oof.
And I know people that like have girls and shit and fucking still be like, oh, I want to clap this girl, this girl. I'm like, bruh, you have a fucking bag. Why you want to even go try to risk that? Like, if I had your girl or something, like, bruh, the bag would be bagged, bruh. No worries about nothing. But that's them too. I'd be like, that's you, bro. I don't say nothing.
That's your life, and that's it. You know.
Like, I'm sorry to.
And for the fellas too, bro. You gotta be wanting to trade a steak for some ramen, bro. Like, guys, too, you gotta think about
that. Don't think with this head. Think with this head.
Told me, Chama, he was like, bro, don't leave your house for a hotel. You know what I mean? Like,
you can't.
So I said, don't lose your job for what you say, Tom, until you have another job or something like that. Yeah. Like, don't, bro. Like, if you have a whole home, a girl is your home. Bro, a hotel is a one-night stand with the girl. Like, why are you gonna lose your home for a hotel? Come on, bro. It ain't worth it, bro. Cheating, in my opinion, it ain't worth it, bro. And if you're having problems with your girl,
just
simply break up with her, bro. Save yourself the fucking...
The guilt.
Yeah, bro.
And the shame of all
that do whatever
shit.
you want after, bro. Just simply say, hey, I don't want to be with you no more. That's it. Done. Block grass.
Be on your way.
Shout out to all the queens out there.
For real,
yeah. You know what? I believe there's more queens than skunkas out there, bro. Because you guys are out the crib. You guys are hiding. You guys are inside doing your job.
Stay like that.
Better yourself.
Stay like that.
So
all the queens, I appreciate you.
I love y'all, man. You guys
appreciate you guys. Even though
hopefully one of you guys make it into my life.
I love you guys too.
Yeah, I gotta love them too. I love you guys too.
I love everyone.
One of the queens gonna make it into my life one of these days.
Nah, bro. See, a queen right now, she's at home, being a good person, doing her homework, probably getting ready for work tomorrow.
Washing dishes.
I hope when we're like later on, hopefully she surprises me with some lunches, you know. And I wake up in the morning, hey, your lunch is packed.
You said
I got
what?
your breakfast burrito ready.
For real, fuck.
You better be ready when I get back from work.
Not even that.
Where are you?
Before I leave to work.
Before, after, during.
Stay there.
I feel like that's so hot in my opinion, bro. A girl making you food, bro. Oh, in my opinion, that's so fucking. That's such a turn on for me, bro.
I like to cook, and then when I see that, I'm like, you feel me? Because I whip it
bro,
up.
For real.
You guys know I whip it up. I be fucking.
Oh, bro.
Burgers, kind of
yeah. Johnny can cook, bro. Johnny can cook.
I'm a package. I'm a package. That's all I'm saying. But I mean, back to really at the end of it, like going up to a girl, talking with them. Just don't be afraid of a no. But you still, I tell myself that, and I'll tell you this, and I'll go to the bar tomorrow and be standing there in the corner. Like, I ain't gonna cap.
That's how it be, bro.
But it's like,
that's how it be.
You feel me? And I, like, me personally, I'm like focused and shit. But fuck, I have a gym crush. If I can swoop her up, I ain't never gonna let her go.
So the way I live my life, bro, is you're never gonna know till you try it out. You have 100% chance of failure if you don't even put no effort.
I just don't know how to go, like, to go back to. I don't know how to go up. I've talked with her at the gym, like, oh hey.
All right, so let's.
I just don't.
All right, let's make a scenario then. Let's make a scenario.
I'm over
Chava,
here. I'm over
let's
here
start off
going
with
back.
Chava. There's some right in front of us, bro. And you sitting at the gym for a minute, you know, you over here.
Temptation.
Yeah, bro, this girl's fucking bad. What are you saying and how are you going up to her? It's a gym.
What's
girl.
your first thought process? You going up to her working out, or you gonna catch her lacking?
Try to catch her lacking, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, like when she in the water fountain, or like when she's done with her set.
Yeah,
when
don't stop her. Don't stop her when she's in mid fucking.
No.
You know, when she's running. Don't stop her. Let her finish.
Yep.
Be respectful.
Maybe in the sauna, maybe in the.
So then, now what you're saying? What are you gonna say?
Oh.
Of course, the first time's high, but then when you're like, I've said high enough.
No, let's keep it this way. This is not no skunka. Like, this is like a wife type of shit.
Like,
this is someone who you want to date.
Help me out right now.
Yeah.
What am I gonna say? I
Yeah. What would you say if it's someone who you're not just trying to have a one-night with someone you're trying to actually build something with? You see yourself.
And she don't know nothing. Like, she don't even know she's my gym crush, or she does.
But you won't know.
But like,
you, yeah.
I'm not over here like staring at her. No, I do me.
You've seen her around sometimes.
But like, bruh, you feel me? That's the one that I'm like, bruh. So let me hear me out, bro. I need some help.
I wouldn't ask for the snap, bro. I would ask for the number.
I have the snap.
Oh, you already have the snap?
I follow her on Instagram, but she don't follow me. But I got the snap. So it was like, it was weird. It was weird. It was just a random ad on Snap like 2 years ago. I see her end up posting something, and I'm like, she's cute. Who's this girl? Swipe up. Oh, and she's like, oh, I'm blah blah blah. I went to Davis, this and that, and I like whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm Johnny. You know, talk for like,
bro, like how
conversation.
the girls said before, bro. They like when you're straightforward, bro. So I feel like I would just go straightforward.
Like, hey, you trying to
go out, you know?
Go eat somewhere?
Tell her date at time.
But like, I'm not gonna be like, let's go. Where should I be? Like, what's the example? Like, what kind of restaurant? I'm not gonna be like Red Lobster.
So,
or like,
no. First of all, what are you saying? Like, hey, you know, I seen you around.
Because I already said hi to her and shit. You know, like, what's up? You know, oh, cool. What you hitting? Blah,
so you guys already know who?
Yeah.
You
but know my name, seen, blah blah blah, everything.
Yeah. So like, in my opinion, how do you even start something?
So if you're okay, I got one. So if you already like her, you know, you're her name, you guys said hi to each other, so you guys are mutual now, right?
Yeah.
There's a smile you walk, be like, hey, well, what's up? Like, what are you doing this Friday night? Nothing. Why? Or what are you doing Saturday night? Oh, nothing. Why? Like, okay, you know. The biggest thing you want to do is take her somewhere where it's going to be one-on-one, no friend, one-on-one, whether it's just you two sitting at a bar, at a restaurant, somewhere, just sit on one-on-one and just hear her.
Shit.
And just listen to her.
I was telling Javi about this the other day, bro. I was thinking about this. I feel like you should already have a plan before you even...
plan.
Yep.
So, you know, because a girl always going to be like, oh, so what are we going to do? Where are we going?
This time, this o'clock, this restaurant.
Exactly.
Be ready.
Think about it. The first step is talking to her. After that, if you're like, that's done. You're done at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah, you have to have a plan set, and that you're 100% right with that, bro. You have to have a plan set,
bro.
Because if you tell her, hey, what are you doing Friday? Like, be nice, right? What are you doing Friday? And she says nothing. Boom, your plan's already in your head. Okay, how about you and me? Like, how about we go this place?
Chick-fil-A.
Stay away. The thing is, I think so. If she's so she's over. The reason why I say why don't if you just go to a nice calm little slow bar, even where go just go sit down because you're in the open area. There's bartenders. You know, it's not gonna feel weird just you two in a booth by yourself. You know, you have a drink, sipping, having a good time, opening up, and then all you gotta do, your job on that first time, to just listen. Yeah. Sit there and ask her questions about her. Don't ask her what her favorite color is. Ask her questions. Bro, ask her what do you want to do? Like, where do you want to be? Like, what do you you know? So,
what's your credit score? Like, all that type of shit.
That shit too.
Are you in the sevens? Are you in the sevens?
Bro, if you're in the 650s bottom,
Gotta go.
We're gonna have to work on that.
You know, be funny. Be like, hey, like, you know, just almost like podcast questions.
Well,
bro.
yeah, I be myself. You know, I'm not gonna be no one special, like upright and fucking fit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go get me a haircut, look nice and shit.
Yeah, obviously, you have to, bro. Must, bro.
I lotion up every day, but you feel me, smell.
That's
good,
my biggest advice to the fellas. If I were out dating right now, that's probably what I do. That would be my biggest thing.
But think about it this way: if you're trying to pull a 10 and you're not looking like a 10, you're not gonna pull it, bro. You have to fucking step up your game a little bit, dress nice, brush your fucking teeth, nasty asses, floss, all that.
You're saying take her to like a social area.
Yeah, social area. You want to go somewhere social.
And what are you trying to say? What's your opinion on that? Where would you be like if you were?
I don't know. If she's over 21, I'll take her to like a bar, karaoke, something like that. I don't know. Have some fun, you know. They have to laugh. That first day, they have to laugh. If they're all serious and shit, they're not having fun. They have to laugh a little bit, you know.
Go shoot a pool,
bro. You gotta see a smile. Hey, compliment that smile a little bit. That only tell them once. Don't keep complimenting.
Ooh, now when I talk to her, she has a Spanish accent. I was like, oh, you got a little Spanish accent. And she just like blushed, like, oh, thank you. And
oh my god.
I went home, told my mom, oh, I talked to her.
No.
So mom,
I did it. Guess what? I made her smile.
Yeah, for real. What happened? I just said hi. No.
I just said that, and she was like, oh.
She looked at me.
She acknowledged me.
See, now if I was in that stage, because I like to golf a lot, and it's an open area, it's the daytime. It's daytime. It's light out. You know, throw on a little cool fit. You know, show her something that she's probably never played before. If you did golf, you know, go out play, shoot some pool, probably never know how to play pool. Do something that like you like, almost something you like to do, but go listen to her. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, bowling's played out, but if Top golf be lit. It's hell expensive, but
like,
Top golf be lit.
You have to have a place where you're going to have fun, but you have to bring shit out of her. You know, you have to talk to her. Yeah. Don't talk about yourself.
Show you're interested in her, not just for the fun.
A lot of guys, I feel like, and that's me too. I talk a lot about myself, and that's bad. A girl don't want to always hear about you.
I catch myself like,
I
tell her like, just tell me something.
No, but a girl is not gonna say it. They expect you to not. Oh, because if you're all about yourself, they're gonna think, oh, this fool is just all about himself and he don't care about me. You know, if they ask you about it, hey, answer real quick, and hey, back to you. Like, hey, what do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's one big thing. You know, guys think they're all the shit and shit, but bro, come on. The girl should be all the shit, you know. You're trying to get at her, not at her at you. You're the one who invited her, so
she's the one giving you the
chance. Talk about yourself for once, and talk about her. You know, get to know her because you already know yourself. You know.
That's nice.
That's the thing. Yeah, it's just hear her out pretty much.
We each got
lessons right now.
No,
I have lessons, but I needed to learn some too because my shit's obviously not working.
so now that we're helping out a couple people with this, you know.
Yeah.
What if in the date? What if you start seeing that she's just uninterested? Ooh. She's not talking. What is the time for you to say, hey, I think it's time to go home? Or when's the time to say, hey, I should start trying a little bit more? What is that? Where's that line? Because it happened to me, you know, a while back. You know, like I over text her all lovey-dovey and shit, but you in person, they're brutal, you know, like
she boring,
uninterested. And for me, after a couple of tries, if I keep trying to start conversation after that, that's
no,
it,
if I know I'm the only one talking, and even when I stop talking, because I've been in ones that they don't even talk, and I'm just like,
really?
Okay. But then, you know, when you stop talking, they start talking. Not like, but they're like, oh, and then they talk about whatever you said, or they talk about something about them. And it's like, it be like that. And that's when you know, okay, we're both 50-50 conversation.
We're vibing. You feel the vibe,
you feel me? You feel it. You obviously, like, you feel the dopamine in the air and shit. You feel that connection, the eye contact, bro. And like, one thing is if she's on the phone too.
Oh, yeah. If you're on your phone.
That's a red flag. Come here. If I'm on a date with a girl and you're just, I'm be like, hey, bro, we're here. Of course, check, you know, feel me? But we're conversating, bro. We're not going to talk through the phone. Yeah.
I feel like I have some pet peeves that I have, and we'll go around saying, you know, our pet peeves, like in dates and stuff. One pet peeve that I have, you know, or how do you say it? Pet peeve? Is that what
yeah.
One pet peeve that I have is, you know, if I'm the one if I'm talking a lot, you know, and I go quiet and it just stays quiet, and after a couple seconds you're over here like, damn, why are you so quiet? For me, that's such a turn off, you know what I mean? Instead of you asking me, why are you so quiet, say something, why don't you say something, you know? Why is it always like, why does it have to be me? Because, you know what I mean? If I see that you're always talking and I don't talk nothing, hey, I'm not matching your energy on my bed, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. I'm the type of person, bro, I match energies. If you are that one person, I'll match your shit. But if you're such a boring ass person,
sorry,
I'm gonna be boring as fuck too, you know?
Another thing, I have an advice on not advice, but I have something that I learned too. When you're in that, when you're in that thing where it's like it's getting awkward, and it's like, okay, should I try to do something or should I take her home? Not take her home to go do your thing, or just drop her off.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest thing is try to find something you guys have in common. Like bring up, like, hey, when you're younger, like what sport did you play? Oh, I played basketball. No shit, me too. Boom, go from there. Yeah, and then she probably say, yeah, I sucked at it. Like, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. See, and then you just keep going with it.
Oh, bro.
You can
or like she tells you, what's your favorite color, and you're like, black, and she's like, oh, mine's red. Oh, mine's red. My bad.
All you gotta do if you're ever in a situation like that where you're stuck and don't know what to say,
cut the bullshit.
just find something you have in common too. That's probably.
Hey, let's say this. Let's say that if you keep trying to start shit like that and she's still puro, just small talking it. Are you finally? You know what? Like, hey, waiter, get the bill.
Bill, please. Why?
Yeah. Get the bill, and then she's like, oh, looking at me, just looking like for me to pay, and I go,
like, let's say if that does happen, and you ask her, hey, finally get the bill, because you know in your head, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
And if she still doesn't get the hint, like, oh shit, this is not going good,
it's gonna end.
Then it's done.
Yeah.
Then if you ask for the bill and she like, oh shit, like, when she wants to leave,
already?
I'm not putting in some effort. Like, oh yeah, like when she start talking, okay, like, now, bitch, you know what I mean? Like, now you're actually putting in some effort. All right, let's continue. But if she still doesn't have that, because that's like a hint, you know what I mean? That it ain't going good if you're trying to end the day early, then.
But me, honestly, like, I started noticing myself, like, I say what I think right away. So, like, if I'm seeing her, I'm going to be like, damn, so you don't like to talk or what? And I'll be straight up, bro. Like, back then I used to brush it off. But now at this point, I'm like, I ain't wasting time no more.
No, there's no
I'm
point
tired
of
of wasting time,
bro.
Like, it's like, I'm here to fucking figure out what's going on. Like, I'm not saying I'm finding a wife, like, but it's like,
time is money,
you know, I'm not about to just be here and start talking my ass off and you just went through one ear out the other, you know? Or like, even when I'm quiet, you're not talking. It's like, so I'm gonna say something, and I'm goofy about it. I'm not just gonna be straight. I'm gonna be like, oh, like, what's going on? You got fucking, you zipped your mouth or something or what? And then they'll be like, oh no, you know what?
Well, it's cause
be your tongue.
And then of course, you know, if they don't even know what to say like that, they're just thinking like.
Then after that it's just raps.
And then like
in a respectful way, like, hey, you know, I think it's time
like,
to go, and you know what I mean. It was good hanging out with you. But after that,
probably never
for me, there's no point of wasting time, bro.
Like one time I went into Chipotle and I told the girl like I could pick you up, and she's like, oh no, I'll meet you there. She met me there. She paid for her own bowl. I was behind her, like I'm pretty sure she's not expecting. I don't know. She went in front of me, and then the dude was like, "Are they separate?" And I was like, "Nah." She bought her. She ain't say nothing. This Chipotle is only fucking like $13-15, but she bought that shit. She ain't say nothing. And then we had a conversation, talked, went our own ways. And then the next time we went out, I bought her food. And it'd be like that, you know. So it's like, cause I knew, okay, cause she told me like after that, oh, let's hang out. All right, like, okay. And then this time I was like, okay, she's interested. But of course, like, it was just, you know, whatever. But
and fellas, quit chasing. No more chasing 2023, bro. Attract. Like, have them chase you, bro. Like, with us, this whole...
If you chase, that makes you look a little too thirsty. And
we got too much shit to do to be chasing, bro. There's 24 hours ain't shit in a day, bro. Like, I wish I had more time in a day, bro.
Well, it's not that. Like, let's say if you haven't gone through that experience, well, go 1 year where trying to chase bitches. Or, hey, girls. I'm sorry. Go 1 year where trying to chase some girls, you know, and see the difference. If you see that's working out for you, hey, that's cool for you. But if you see that year doesn't work, next year try something different. Try not chase no one. Focus on yourself. Go to the gym. Eat better. Look better. Get a job. Get more money.
And I call myself that, like, right when I got out of college, like, damn, I didn't want to talk to a girl, you know? And I call myself kind of lacking, like, bro, why the fuck am I over here trying to text this girl, and, like, some will respond and some wouldn't, but I'd be like, bro, now I'm talking, like, not like that, but I'm just snapping, like, or texting, like, 6 different girls. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, why am I? Nah, chill. So I check myself, like, bro, you don't need all this shit. It was just, like, the attention for the moment, like, oh, but then it's like, bro, why am I over here chasing, like, you feel me? And then you just, no. And then I was wasting my time doing all that shit, trying to chase and just get this girl to respond. And it's like, bro, they say no or they don't say no, but you see it dry, don't leave that shit, bro. On to the next. Just worry, it's on to the next every time. It's going to hurt if it's something serious, but it's always on to the next.
Exactly, yeah.
Go with the motion.
Well, guys, is there any more questions for Johnny? We touched upon a lot of subjects. I'm glad we got really deep on this podcast.
That shit was, this was fucking.
I mean, you guys heard it. I don't even gotta say no advice at the end. Like, you guys heard it from Chava, Javi, Johnny, like me. I mean, it's true, bro. Don't chase track. You know, like Javi said, give it a year, chase, and then if it don't work out, do the other one, right?
Try new shit.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
There you go. It's like, you know, be confident in yourself. If you want to go ask her out, bro, because, like, who knows? You might never see her again, and who knows? Maybe she wants.
That shit happens to me. Don't hesitate in situations anywhere where you have that moment, and then you're going to leave like, fuck. I've been through those too many. The homies laugh at me because I come. Like, one time I went to Dutch during football season, went to their crib to watch the game. I told him, like, bro, that girl at the Dutch line was flirting. Like, we were talking. Did you say anything? No. Oh, you're bullshit. And I'm like, fuck, you know, like, and that's happened to me, but like, shit, like, and I'm like, bruh, like, I gotta,
you know, so you get the hints.
I don't like,
yeah, bro, watch the hints. Watch the hints. You gotta watch the hints.
Like, you'll see it, bruh. And I seen it, like, I tell myself, like, oh, this girl's talking with me, and then I leave, and I'm like, like, god damn it,
bro.
But,
guys, you guys have to understand, you know, like, the worst a girl is gonna say is no. She is not gonna shoot you. She might embarrass you. Hey, there's some girls like that. There's some fucking weirdos out there.
He texted me.
The worst they're gonna say is no, and that's it. Be able to take a no. If you can't take a no, then don't even ask. First of all, you know what I mean. You have to learn to take a no. If you're gonna get mad because a girl rejects you, hey, you gotta work on that first before you even try to get out of a girl. You know.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone and just say fuck it. At that point. Rawr. Perro, así.
Unleash the beast. But I mean, Chavi, anything else to say? And any last words of wisdom? Once again, guys, cruise over at Talks Kings. We got my boy Javi, Johnny, Chava, and we out. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, Thursday.
Make sure you subscribe.
Love
y'all.
Roll 300.
Yeah. Baby girl, I got some toxic traits. Yeah. I never meant for it to be this way.